Make today special. Make today meaningful. In other words, you don't want your life to be, and there are so many people, how many people? I mean, look around and think, alert and aware, you're observing the world and you're saying, these are the successful people. These are the people who are living lives of quiet desperation. I mean, the people who are going into work at Walmart or mowing lawns or doing nails, or, even lawyers or whatever. It's the same routine day after day after day. It's like Groundhog Day. You know that movie where people wake up and it's the same day over and over and over again? Do you want this to be your life? Of course not. You want to have a life of anticipation. You want excitement. You want to be looking forward to things. You want to have goals and objectives. Well, you do have a goal. You have a goal of buying 4 small condos, and in 5 to 15 years, you're going to put yourself in a position where, you're going to be so far above your peers, you're going to have everything that you ever wanted in your life for yourself and your family. And if you want grandiose things, well, you have a great base by having those 4 properties. So what do? Well, every day you move a little bit closer to your goal. Is there a time when you got to go through the routine? Yeah, but, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So every day you're waking up and you're saying, how can I make today special? What am I going to do today that's going to move me just even a millistep closer to my goal? Well, I'll tell you what I do. You see, for probably the last 50 years, and I probably have these books going back 30 years. I used to use these Moleskine books, which are very nice books with the bookmarks and all of this. These are about $20 a piece. And I had these, but I had to keep them in my bag. I couldn't have this on me. Then I just discovered these little books right here on Amazon. These are like 3.5 by 5 inches or whatever. They're leather, and they've got the strap. They even got a pen that goes in here, so you always have a pen with you all the time. And you have these ribbons that you can use. These things are unbelievable. So the Moleskine book was $20. These things are like just $3 and change. How the hell can they make a quality little notebook like this for $3? I don't know. I have no vested interest in this other than to help you, my students. And I'm telling you, I like these little books because you can put them right in your pocket, no problem. You have them with them all the time. Now, these happen to be by Nirmiro, Nirmiro, but I'm sure if you put little leather notebooks or whatever in Amazon, books like this are going to come. This is like 3 for $10. I can't believe it. It's really a fantastic deal. So what do? Well, you see, every day I write down my to-do list, the things that I want to do, and then I take notes on the other side of the page. So I have, on one side of the page, I have my to-dos. The other side of the page, I have notes. Now, I have this every day going back. I said 30 or 40, maybe more than that. I got stacks and stacks and stacks of books. It is kind of cool every once in a while just to grab a book from like 10 or 15 years ago and say, what the hell was I thinking back then? And, go back and see where I was, what was my thinking at the time. So you have these little books. They're really wonderful. And they keep you guided. You have the little book, and you're a thinking person of action. So you're alert and aware. So you are out thinking, reading. Oh, I like that. Write that down. Jot yourself a note. Well, you always got this little book with you. I can fit this right in my pocket. A woman can put this in her purse or whatever. Or you're a student. You have a backpack. I think this is the way to go. Now, what's your objective? Your objective is, I can tell you, and you can probably observe this for yourself. I don't care what your business is. If you're a dentist, a lawyer, you're a painter, you're a carpenter, you're selling something at Macy's, whatever it is, usually after about 15 years, you really kind of get burned out. You say, you know, I wish I could do something else, but a lot of people are like, they're like tied into these. But, oh, my friends work there. Oh, I have this, I have that, you know, job security. Well, I mean, job security these days is really bullshit. I mean, you know, companies come in, they get taken over, and, you know. When I was in college, I worked full-time my way through college at Sears Roebuck. It was like a, you know, $1 billion, $8 billion company or whatever at the time. This was the largest retail company in the world. What could ever happen? Well, you know what happened. Sears is out of business, you know. So things do change. So, you know, it's the old cover your own ass. You got to cover your own ass. You got to have your own plan for success. And if you own these condos, I mean, can you imagine this scenario? You know, where you walk into where you're working after 15 years and you say, you know, to your colleagues, you know, Mary, Joe, Jeff, Rakeem, whatever, I'm kind of burned out of this job, so, you know, I'm going to do my other job. And they go, oh, what's your other job? Say, well, real estate. And they go, oh, real estate? I don't want to be a real estate investor. You know, you say, no, I'm not really going to be a real estate agent. I'm going to be a real estate, what I am, a real estate investor. I own properties, and, you know, people will be looking at you like, what? How the hell did you do that? Well, 15 years ago, I started to listen to this old man, Papa Bill, and he gave me a plan to buy 4 condos, and I bought 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. And I mean, I'm just giving you the start. That's what I can do. I'm planting the seeds. I'm going to get you to a nice financial position of independence, financial independence, and, you know, where you bounce or jump off of that, well, that's all up to you. But you're going to have a very comfortable life, and at that burnout stage, you are going to have an option to get the hell out. I mean, this is my story exactly. I mean, I was a high school teacher for 15 years, and I was like, I can't do this another year, another week, another month. You know, 15 years was enough. And, you know, I mean, I had an opportunity to get out. Why? Because I was a real estate investor and I owned some properties. I said, I'm going to do this because I'm tired of doing that. I mean, I always had the teaching in me. I always liked teaching and giving speeches and writing and doing all that. And now I'm doing all this, you know, social media teaching. I wish my father was around so I could tease him. He was a college professor, and I could say, Dad, I teach more people in one day than you do in your entire career. He wouldn't think that was too funny, but I think that's funny, but I guess it's mean. It's not too funny. But you will have something, a little book, write it down every day, be motivated, self-motivated, and have a plan to get somewhere. And think about that day 15 years from now when you're completely burned out at the job that you're doing and you're going, WTF, screw this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm out of here. And I'm going to do my real estate, or you're going to have these properties. You say, listen, I always wanted to open up a little coffee shop. I'm an artist. I want to open up a gallery. I'm a singer. Whatever it is you want to do, if you have this nice financial backing of this real estate, hey, listen to your Papa Bill. You're going to have a good life.